Hey, how you doing? This Stiletto coming at you from the Wild Wild West. Got another unboxing for you. This is now the third or the fourth one that I got for this year. It's another eBay purchase, and this one was a used one, but it looked like it was brand new. So I got it for my collection. As you can tell, it's probably one of these. Only a CTS-XHP one. This is my old Oz 8 one. This one's never been used. I got this to, I got my other two Oz 8 ones that I did actually carry. But this, the mini one, I never carried. Even though I really like the mini, I just never carried it. Because I always like my lawmen for my small knives. I just got this one to complete the set. And the other two, I removed the finish off of. This one's just left totally stock, just like the way I received it. But anyway, let's get down to it. And this one's coming from Ace of Parts 10 on eBay seller. Ace of Parts 10. My little mini lawman, my little favorite utility knife. That, my Tough Light are probably my two favorite utility knives. Got the box and everything. Not bad, not bad. Box is not in super bad condition. To be expected for a used knife. Let me see if I can straighten out the sticker right here so you can see what it is. It's not going to really straighten out, but anyway. Mini Recon. Box is kind of falling apart. There it is there. As I guess, this one looks really, really good. Centered perfectly. That's always a good sign. Actually looks brand new. It looks like one that was never, probably person bought it like I bought mine and never used it. Yeah, I think this is an unused knife. The pocket clip doesn't show anywhere. Tell me what you think. It looks brand new to me. I paid $40 for this on eBay. It was an auction item. I won the auction. I think it started out at $35, and I might end up paying $40 or $41 was the final price, I think, maybe. I'm not sure. No, it's one or the other. CTS-XHP. Brand new ones like this are being sold on the Cold Steel website for $59 right now. I started to get one, but then I saw this one, and it's exactly what I wanted to match the other ones, because I'm filling out, I'm completing my 2015-2016 collection and getting ready to get into the new ones. And the Recon ones, I didn't have a set of black Recon ones, so this past week I bought a set of black Recon ones. All of them are coming from eBay. Two of them are auction items, and one I bought brand new from a eBay seller, authorized eBay seller. Cold Steel authorized eBay seller. $40, guys and gals, can't beat it. We got aluminum 6061 aluminum backspacer. But I do notice one thing. I only got one pocket clip, but that's okay though. Lots of times people lose them and stuff. Only got one pocket clip. I got the right pocket clip to get though. This one has the thin scales, because all the new XHP ones have the thin scales. They don't have the thick scales like this one had. So let's compare them. Well, first let's talk about the specs on it. Stainless steel lock bar, Teflon coated, thin American American G10 scales, the thin ones. The ones that aren't so rough on your pocket, they have the smoother texturing to them. DLC coated Tanto blade is hollow ground. Has a 3.5 millimeter thickness. These are thicker than the normal cold steel mini knives. I think this is probably the thickest one, because usually they're like 3 millimeter or so, or 2.5 millimeter also. But this one's 3.5 millimeter, just like the large size Recon 1. Yeah, it's pretty hefty too. It's got a little weight to it. Feels pretty stout. Let you take a look at that. This was just going to be a collector for me. My favorite little knife is my little Lawman. So this is not going to take the little Lawman slot. It's going to go in my collection just to complete the set that this is going to belong to. My Tanto Recon 1s. Those are the only ones I have for the black ones. I didn't get the other ones. And when I usually get a knife, this is something I never showed. I don't think I've showed you guys, but I use Militech. That's the oil I use. I take it, put a little bit in here, right into where the triad lock is, and I work it in. This one actually feels pretty good. Feels like a new knife though. Doesn't feel like a used knife. It's not super smooth like a used one. And I also take a little bit and put it on the blade, just to protect the blade. Rub it around on the blade, get nicely coated. Then I take a cloth, wipe it all off. There's still a little bit of residue that'll be on the blade. I'm just taking off the excess. Yeah, this one's brand new. Edge is perfect. There's no dings or nothing in the edge, no roll marks. I don't think this knife has ever been used. So I'm really happy with this deal. Got a brand new knife for 41 bucks. The box looks old. I only got one pocket clip, but that's okay, because I was going to use the other pocket clip anyway. Voila! Center is perfect. This is a perfect knife. Perfect example. Perfect for my collection. Love it. Can't be happier. I would give this guy a very good rating. He said the guy. I asked, because I wrote him and asked him if it had any marks, if it was worn out looking or anything like that. And he told me the blade looked perfect. And he said that everything looked perfect on it. Okay, let's talk about the specs real quick. Mini Recon, 3-inch blade, weight 3.6 ounces, thickness 3.5 millimeters, handle length is 4 1/8 of an inch, overall is 7 1/8 of an inch. All the Recon ones have CTS-XHP blades and American G10 handles, except for the Micro Recon. That's not the Micro, which has an Oz 8A blade and Tough X coated blade, and a G10 style Grip X handle. So what did it say again? 3.6 ounces? Yep, 3.6 ounces. This is coming to you from the number 46 2015 Special Projects Cold Steel Catalog. And this is also last year that they had the Towel Wars in it. 2015 catalog's last catalog, you'll see with Towel Wars in it. Okay, but anyway, let's weigh them out. Compare it to the old ones, new ones. Okay, it's supposed to weigh 3.6 ounces. I got 3.2 ounces. That's actually lighter. I bet you the old one weighs 3.6 ounces. Let's see. 3.5. So lots of times Cold Steel does that. I don't know if you notice, if you ever gotten Cold Steel catalogs, sometimes the pictures and stuff will be old pictures of the previous model, the previous year. Especially if they're the same model, just changing the blade steels basically. Let's see if I can show these to you so you can see the difference in the handle scales. See, one has a thin handle scales with a smoother G10, less aggressive G10. The other one has the older handle scales with the thick G10 scales, and they're more aggressive. The ones that are known for tearing up people's pockets. See if I can show you the thickness of the handles. Can you see that? Now also the DLC coated blades are different from the Teflon blades. The Teflon blades, they weren't coated on the blade tang. The DLC coated blades, the blade is completely coated with DLC. Whereas the Teflon one was coated on the parts that touch other metal. Or touch the lock bar, should I say. That's one of the other differences. But the blade dimensions and everything else are pretty much the exact same. They're both got the 3.5mm blades. The thinner one feels lighter. Feels lighter than the old Oz 8 one. And the old Oz 8 one, I sort of like the thicker scales better, to tell you the truth, because it sort of feels like it fills up my hand a little bit better. But I know this is easier to conceal. This is easy for all-day carry, and it's probably better for EDCing too, because the texture on the scales won't mess up your pants. So if I was going to EDC something every day, all day, I probably want this one, because not only is it lighter, but because of the texture on the scales. But these aren't going to be made any longer. This is the last year for these. That's why I decided to go ahead and get it, because these are being discontinued also, the mini Recons. Like I said, Cold Steel has them on sale if you want to get a brand new one for $59. If you don't live in the state of California, that's all it'll cost you is $59, because the shipping's free, I believe. Everything I get from Cold Steel is the shipping's free. But with tax, for me, the tax would be probably about $4 or $5 on this one, so $59 would probably be like about closer to $65 for me to get it, because I live in California. So I basically saved myself about 25 bucks when I got this one. Always happy to save money. I'm not a rich man, I'm just your average Joe. Your average working class guy, kind of guy, you know, so $25 is $25 to me. You know, I like saving $25. Absolutely love it though. This would be a great knife to carry too, because it fits really nicely in your hand. This is the old one. The handles are the same length. It has a nice grip and your hands, you know, safely away from the blade. And they make these, I believe, in the spear point, Tanto point, and a clip blade, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check, make sure I'm giving you good information. I don't want to give you bad information. Yeah, they make them all three different blades. I'll show you the picture. You get them in all 3 different blades. And like I said, this is last year, so you know, if you want a really good, tough and rugged little EDC, not a little flimsy piece of crap EDC, one that you can really depend on, I'd highly recommend these. I don't know why, but the Oz 8s always feel a little bit smoother to me than the new CTS blades. This one feels really smooth. And I've never carried this one. I bought it brand new. It has been oiled, like I just oiled the other one. But it hasn't been adjusted or anything. This is a totally stock knife. This one feels like it's tighter. Like the pivot's tighter. Feels like it's locking up harder though. Well, there they are. Just want to make a little quick video showing you guys these. Again, I like to use Militech. That's the oil I use for my knives. I know everybody uses their own thing or whatever. I've been using Militech for 15, 20 years, so I really like it. But anyway, that's all I got for you today. Peace out. Stiletto.